Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Real Life Excel. Hope you're having a good weekend. I wanted to create a more real life situation. Kind of goes with the name. I wanted to create a stock portfolio that you can build on Excel. And I'm just picking up random companies and picking up their share price as of February 28th, 2025. And I want to create future calculations on potential returns that this share could go up or down, and then add the number of shares that we could add or subtract over time, and then the portfolio balance. We could also maybe add dividends. We can get those calculations, or I guess get the dividend yield from online, even add up to our total for our portfolio. So yeah, this is all pretty hypothetical and it's more of an art than a science. So let's get to it. So let me create a random between. So this function will create random numbers based on the numbers that we want to select it between it. So I want to do a negative 200 and 200. And the reason why it's negative 200 and 200 is because we have to divide it by 10,000 in order to get decimal places on our percentages. So if I do that by 10,000, here we go, we'll see a 0.97% gain, for example, for this day that will eventually automatically calculate. So let me just drag that down for a few more examples. And we can see here that for most days, I expect gains or losses to be about negative 2% to 2% over time. Most activity will happen between these two points. So now let's build our future closing share prices. So we'll do equals, we'll select the prior closing share price times 1 plus the percentage that we randomly generated, and then closing parentheses. And this creates our future ending share price. You can see here it's randomly getting changed up every time I do something within the spreadsheet. So let me just, actually not yet, because I want to keep building this out further. So now I want to create the future dates. So if we want to create charts or just have a good date on where we're at in the portfolio, we want to get dates. But the markets aren't open during the weekends, so we just want to follow along or select the dates that are during the weekday. So we have a cool formula or a cool function in Excel called workday right here, which says it returns the serial number of the date before or after a specified number of workdays. So it's basically telling us which workdays do you want based on the starting date. So we'll select this start date of February 28th, 2025, and then we'll do 1 day. So basically just selecting the next potential work day, pick that up. And now it's automatically selecting March 3rd as our next work day, which is Monday. Perfect. And we can drag that along, and we can see March 7th and then March 10th. March 7th is a Friday. March 10th is a Monday. So we can just keep dragging that along. And I want to do it until June 2027, I believe is what I wanted. Okay, so we got around 600 and some data points. And then we can also drag down the formula for the gains or losses. And then we can drag, getting a little too ahead of myself, but you can just use a little box at the bottom, drag that down. What I was about to do is an elevator. So I can just copy the most recent example, go over to the right, and then control down arrow key, and it'll automatically just take me to the last transaction or last function or formula that I had in here. And then I can just go to left and then do a control shift up and then paste that in there, and it'll just fill everything out. So it's pretty nifty instead of you just instead of just dragging down the little box down here. But anyways, here we have our potential hypothetical stock price for Costco. We can see it starts going up a little bit, then it starts going down, 900, goes back up, 1,000, 800s, and then it starts picking up again. So it's a pretty random example just to see, you know, maybe the stock could go up or it could go down. We don't know. Hopefully it keeps going up. So now that we have that completed, we can do the share number of shares that we have. Shares. And you know, maybe we'll just start off something small like 1. And then total cost amount. Total Costco amount. So we can just do a little simple formula. 1,048.61 times 1. And we can just drag that down. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's because I only have 1 share right here. But if I drag this down, it'll start filling back up. And since it's getting randomly created, randomly generated, this is just changing up all the time. So let me just hard code these. So I just selected the entire data set, and I'm just going to click paste values right here, Control V. And then now this should just be hard coded. So right now I'm clicking refresh, the F9 key, and nothing's changing, which is perfect. But now let's just say if I bought 2 shares, all this is going to change. And if I bought 3 shares, all this is going to change. So the amounts right here are going to change based on the number of shares that I have. And this is just the start. I created this other completed file, but we'll just keep tacking onto it right here. And in the future, I'll add a little dividends calculator right here, probably in here as actually, just so you can keep the amount kind of in the middle. So dividend amount. We could potentially just move this right here. So I just did selected the entire column, did a Control X, which will cut, and then a Control V, which will then paste. So I'm basically cutting out that column and then moving it or pasting it right here. Then I'll do the same thing right here, Control X to Control V, and we can just delete that column. Perfect. So yeah, I just want to create a little hypothetical stock amount that could happen in the future, and just anything that you can change up right here.